Hi, right, yeah, this is the second part to my discussion on religion and spirituality. Yeah, yeah, really. So I think that's at the root for me, for the spiritual practice that I believe in. Is kind of loving kindness is almost kind of, the pinnacle of kind of my practice, and that has been influenced. It's been influenced mainly by my own experiences. Um, as a younger child, as a teenager, I faced kind of quite a cruel world I was kind of entering into, and I always felt that I was really misunderstood. And the thing that's helped me the most in my life, in my own path and my own road, is people who show me loving kindness, acceptance, tolerance, understanding, compassion. That is the kind of source of what I try and really practice and kind of talk about and teach, I suppose, in a way. And I do really feel is what the human society, the human culture, the human race need more than anything really, is that kind of sense of human kindness and human compassion, love, understanding and tolerance. And I really feel that's what I try and practice. I have been very influenced by a lot of Buddhist kind of the Buddhist religion, the Buddhist beliefs and Buddhist practice and Zen Buddhism and things, and I really connected to that as a teenager growing up, learning about spirituality and religion and things. Buddhism to me really seemed like one of the most peaceful religions and teachings of kind of, that you practice that inner peace, that contentment inside you through meditation and various meditations or whatever. And I used to meditate a lot, and I benefited massively, hugely from it, and I still do. I mean, my practice at the minute is not great, but when I do have a good meditation and can meditate really well, it can help my state of mind so well. I mean, there's been times when I've been on the kind of like cusp of complete despair, and I've gone and meditated by a stream or somewhere in nature in my own room on my bed, and it's just brought up this sense of just clearing, kind of clearing this negative emotion, just focusing purely on the stillness of mind. And usually I do a meditation where I focus purely on the breath, and I'll probably do a video teaching that because I think that to me is the most practical one I use and I know of. Anyway, yeah, so other religions, I mean, Jainism really stands out to me as a kind of very, it's quite idealistic in many ways, about having no harm, being harmless. And I think the words again of Dalai Lama, of talking about, if you do not try to do good in the world, at least refrain from doing harm. And I think that's a really important. To me, I want to be in this life, in this body, as Danny Reader. I really want to bring a positive energy into this world and try and inspire people and give a sense of loving kindness and compassion, which I think I f- I I've struggled a lot in this society, in Britain, urban society, of kind of the harshness that can come. I mean, Britain is a very fortunate population compared to many countries who are torn with war and other problems, and I know that. But to me, the British society and the media and the hard world of so many people face, so many people in difficulties, that lack of love, I think, is kind of world spread, worldwide. Obviously, there's places like churches, community centres, various spirituality places, groups and things who do practice their loving kindness and acceptance. But generally, the kind of modern urban world is very dog eat dog, kind of capitalism, isn't it, really? Dog eat dog, I'm better than you, inferior or superior, people trying to better each other or worse than others, And that kind of reality it really hit me, and I really try and focus on bringing love and kindness. And this is why I love the words of Dalai Lama. I mean, Dalai Lama, The Art of Happiness, which I have on audio tape, cassette tape, that benefited me a lot, and his words of just kind of loving acceptance and human kindness, I think, are vital in this modern world today. Also, I'm very inspired by Eckhart Tolle. I think he says things so plainly and simply and well put, so easy to understand, that it just really enriches my understanding of the human mind and how to come at greater sense of peace with yourself. But yeah, I think with religions and things, I think this idea of kind of heaven and hell and damnation if you do wrong. I mean, to me, hell is a place that we go to, in a sense, kind of, we go to in our own minds and our own soul. I don't believe there's an eternal burning hell where souls suffer for the rest of eternity. I think that's one of the biggest cons the human race has ever suffered. I think that was mainly brought about through the churches, the Catholic Church's domination and trying to put fear into people and get the population to do as they wish. To me, I've had past life regression. I've had memories of past lives and experiences of being out of my body and between lives and things, and that really showed to me, the soul is a truly immortal thing, and it is cannot be touched by, cannot be destroyed and sent, to hell for the rest of eternity to burn with in some horrible place. I mean, who would ever, people commit very bad things and do very bad acts, but to condemn them for burning in eternity, that's kind of like sending, a member of the human race, a member of the soul, of a human soul, sending them to condemn and burn forever. I do believe that people who do bad acts will learn and well, I do believe in karma in a way, but not karma in the way people misunderstand it. But I think people do go through experiences uh, to learn from their bad actions. I do believe that. I think the law of spiritual energy creates that. But this idea of you must do right else you will burn in hell, you must believe in this God else you will burn in hell, I think that's just really it's kind of spiritual arrogance and kind of hysteria really in many ways of, you know. But anyway, I think I've said enough for now. I'll do a couple more parts on this topic in the future, and probably extend it probably about 6 or 7 or 8 parts. So thanks for listening. I hope that's inspired some thought or discussion. Thanks, all the best.